The breaking news right now we're getting is from the JPC. We shift our focus to that controversial, that heated exchange that took place, and Kalyan Banerjee, viewers, has been suspended. The TMC MP has been suspended for a day for his unruly behavior in the JPC meeting. That's the big update we have right now. Kalyan Banerjee suspended by the JPC committee for 1 day. Remember, there was an altercation. Kalyan Banerjee spoke out of turn, and that was objected by a BJP MP, abhijit gangopadhyay. After which Kalyan Banerjee in fact started using unparliamentary language. He also in fact slammed this glass bottle on the table, and he got injured himself, and now he is also suspended. He is suspended by the JPC committee for 1 day for his conduct, for his misconduct, for his unruly behavior. That's the big update we're getting to you right now. Kalyan Banerjee suspended by the JPC committee for 1 day for his unruly behavior. A big breaking news we have right now. Kalyan Banerjee has been in the news for many a times for his antics, and now Kalyan Banerjee is suspended by the JPC committee for 1 day. He broke a glass bottle after a heated exchange. He smashed it on the table. Deepak joins us from newsroom. Harsha joins us from outside from New Delhi. Harsha, of course, the JPC committee has now suspended Kalyan Banerjee for his gross misconduct, for his unruly behavior for a day.
Yes, Rakshita, the proposal was given by several opposition MPs along with the opposition MPs of the ruling NDA party as well, where they stated that Kalyan Banerjee's entire misconduct in the meeting was unruly. He spoke out of the turn when he was not supposed to speak. There was a presentation going on and everyone tried to stop him. He didn't stop. He spoke out of the turn. He created ruckus and chaos at first, and then indulged in a heated argument and verbal spat with the ruling party MP Abhishek Gangopadhyay and others as well. And after the proposal was given to the chairman of the JPC committee, Jagdambika Pal took a decision that Kalyan Banerjee now will be suspended from the hearing and discussion of the JPC committee for 1 day. So the latest information here on Republic is that Kalyan Banerjee has been suspended for his unruly conduct for 1 day from the JPC meeting. He will not be attending the rest of the meeting today and tomorrow. He will be now joining the JPC meeting on the next date, but for today and tomorrow he is completely suspended from the JPC meeting. This is very big coming from the JPC meeting, as the chairman now pulls up Kalyan Banerjee for his misconduct and unruly behavior in the meeting, altercation with the ruling party MPs and the other leaders in the meeting, and also indulged in a verbal spat with some senior officials from Odisha. Back to you.
Absolutely. In fact, Deepak, if I go across to you on this now, we've seen in the past that every time there's a JPC meeting, there are very heated exchanges. We've seen this time and again happening. Even on Monday, there was a lot of heated debate that happened on the JPC on a Waqf amendment bill. But this time it turned violent, and Kalyan Banerjee is not the first time making news for the wrong reasons. He's known how the way he mocked at Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar. He was in the eye of a storm there. And this time, once again, a senior leader of the TMC, he's an MP, and he is accused of unruly behavior. He smashes a glass bottle. You know, everybody's left to wonder what really happened that he had to smash a glass bottle and ending up, you know, injuring himself and eventually suspended.
That's right, Rakshita. Now, irrespective of how heated a debate gets or how heated an argument gets, it's always important to maintain the decorum, because this JPC committee meeting is not an ordinary meeting. The meeting has the likes of retired judges, retired, advocates, senior advocates, and also some of the MPs of various parties as well. And amidst the meeting, like Harsha was mentioning, there was a presentation going on about Odisha and the developments of Odisha, and TMC MP Kalyan Banerjee was not supposed to speak when that presentation was going on, because he had already, was given a turn to speak. And this time when the Odisha presentation was going on, he spoke out of turn. And when a BJP MP objected to it, Kalyan Banerjee, the TMC MP, shattered the glass on the desk that was right there, right in front of him. And in fact, sources are also telling us that the glass shards were also thrown at the JPC chairman. So this is the uncouth and unruly behavior that has been flagged by by the JPC committee, and they have also suspended him for 1 day, which was on obvious lines, because this is not the first time that Kalyan Banerjee has landed himself in trouble. In fact, even outside the parliament also, he was seen mocking the vice president, making all sorts of gestures which was completely unparliamentary. And this action, Rakshita, was on expected lines, and he has been suspended for 1 day.
Absolutely, Deepak. In fact, Harsha is getting us all the inside scoop. She told us about this altercation that really happened. Now, who all were there in this meeting, Harsha? Just for the benefit of our viewers, please help us understand what really had happened, the sequence of events that led to this violent behavior, unruly behavior. Who all were present there?
So, Rakshita, in total, there are 31 members in the JPC meeting, including the chairman of the committee. There were several opposition MPs from Asauddin Owaisi, Sanjay Singh, to DMK leaders like Abdullah A. Raja, and the TMC MPs as well. There were several...
All right, Harsha, just hold on. We have breaking news on the same story that we're breaking. So that it's inside scoop as let us just register this first, that Kalyan Banerjee spoke ahead of his turn, and that was objected by a BJP MP, abhijit gangopadhyay, and then he started using unparliamentary language. And of course, that was something that doesn't go down well with anybody. And there was a heated exchange, there was a scuffle, and where Kalyan Banerjee got violent, he turned aggressive, he turned violent, and he smashed the glass bottle and he injured himself. Please go ahead, Harsha, with further details on that.
Mentioning earlier only that he spoke out of the turn in the meeting. It was a very important presentation, as we very well know that the winter session of the parliament will begin almost from 25th of November, and in the winter session of the parliament only there will be an entire report on the Waqf amendment bill, the JPC committee, what the stakeholders have said and what the amendments will be seen in a public domain like. And before that, the meeting it becomes very important, because continuously in the span of 1 week, a series of 2 meetings are happening every week to speak to more and more stakeholders, and that was the reason why one of the stakeholders from Odisha was giving the presentation. Kalyan Banerjee spoke out of the turn, and when Abhijit Gangopadhyay, the MP from the ruling party, tried to stop him, at that time the verbal spat began from the side of Kalyan Banerjee. He used unparliamentary language, his entire conduct was unruly, and also there was a slight scuffle also which took place between the ruling party MP and the opposition MP. It was that moment when Kalyan Banerjee slammed the bottle on the table, and the glasses of the bottle stuck in his stick in his hand, and that is the reason